Hi, I am Jamsid Uddin Mundal and welcome to my math classes. And this is the syllabus I have got from Baiju's official website for class 10 mathematics. And we have already completed linear inequations, and today we are going to know about quadratic equations. Quadratic equations in one variable. So let's start. So quadratic equations in one variable. So let me first explain what is variable. That you can write 2 is equal to 2, you can not write 2 is equal to 3, or you cannot write 2 is equal to 7. But if x plus 2 is equal to 5, then you will get the value of x is equal to 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. And if the equations or the conditions change, that is x minus 9 is equal to 3, then you will get the value of x as 3 plus 9, that is equal to 12. So you see, if the equations or the condition change, the value of x, the character x change. Here the value of x is 3 and here the value of x is 12. So these are called variable. You can represent it by x, y, z, or a, b, c, anything. And these are known as constant. So I think you know what is the difference between variable and constant. Now let's get to the next point, that is equation. If you see x plus 2 is equal to 3, this is a equations which equate two things. And this is also equation x minus 3 is equal to 0. This is also an equation. Now what is quadratic? What is quadratic? Now you see that in the above equation, that is x plus 2 is equal to 3, or we can write it x plus 2 minus 3 is equal to 0, or we can write it x minus 1 is equal to 0. So here what is the power of x? That is x to the power 1. And here what is the power of x? The coefficient of x is 1. Coefficient of x is 1, and here no x is, we cannot show, we cannot see any x, but you know that here is x to the power 0. X to the power 0 multiplied by 1. So what is the power? Here the power of x is 1 and here the power of is 0. Now let me give another example. X square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Now what is the power of x here? Clearly it is 2. And what is the power of x here? Clearly it is 1. And 3 is its coefficients. And what is the power of x here? Clearly it is 0. And coefficient is 5. So now here in this equation, the highest power of x is 1. And in case of here, the highest power of x is 2. So this is nothing but a quadratic equations where the highest power of x is 2. So what is quadratic equation? What is quadratic equations? Now quadratic equation, that type of equation, equations which can be represent as a x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are constant and, very important point, and a not equal to 0. So equation which can be represented as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and where a, b, c are constant and a not equal to 0. This is nothing but the standard form of quadratic equation. This is nothing but the standard form of quadratic equations. So let me give some example of quadratic equations. 3x square plus 5x plus 1 equal to 0. Here a is equal to 3 clearly, b is equal to 5, and c is equal to 1. You see, ABC is nothing but the coefficient of x square and x to the power 0. Coefficient of x square is 3, coefficient of x is b, and coefficient of x to the power 0 is 1. So now get another example, that is 2x square minus 5x minus 13 equal to 0. Here clearly you can see that a is equal to, write down it by yourself, b is equal to, we can write this term as plus of minus 5. So b is equal to nothing but minus 5, and c is equal to minus 13. So is it clear? So I'm going to the next point, Sridhar Acharya's formula. X square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 is an example of quadratic equations. So to find out the roots of x, let me move to the here. Here you see, what was the highest power of x? That was 1. That is why we are getting only one root or only one value of x which will satisfy the equations. Here the highest power of x is equal to 1, and we are going to get a one root. But in case of quadratic equations, the highest power of x is 2. So we are going to get two roots which will satisfy the equations. Two roots. To get this value of two roots, we can do middle term if we can solve it. So I'm doing first middle term, that is x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 equal to 0. That is x common, x plus 3 plus 2 as a common, x plus 3 equal to 0. So we are going to get that x plus 3 x plus 2 equal to 0, and x is equal to minus 3 or x is equal to minus 2. So here we have got two values of x which will satisfy the condition, satisfies this equation. Okay, but let me give you another example of quadratic equations, and I have already done it, that is 2x square 2x square minus 5x minus 13. Now try to do middle term. Now try to do. I think it is not possible to middle term. So when middle term is not possible, is or very complex to do, then how we can find out the two roots of variable x? Here Indian mathematician Sridhar Acharya help us. So here is his formula. Let me write down it. Sridhar Acharya's formula. If x1 is the first root, that is x1 is equal to minus b by 2a plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, and the second root, that is x2 is equal to minus b by 2a minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2. Now you are wondering how these two formula we have got. So I'm showing you how this formula came. So derivations of Sridhar Acharya's formula. Oh, remember these two formula. We are also going to derive these two formula, but please remember that two roots are nothing but here the difference is between the symbol. X1 is minus b by 2a plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, and x2 is equal to minus b by 2a minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So now we are going to derive Sridhar Acharya's formula. So let me write down the standard form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now I am going to divide this equation by a, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 whole divided by a, and I will get x square plus b by a into x plus c by a equal to 0, that is x square plus x into b by a is equal to minus c by a. Now x square plus x into b by a, I'm getting another term, that is b by a, that is 1 by 4, that is b square by 4 a square. I have to add this term also here, b square by 4 a square. Now you see that it is nothing but x plus b by 2a whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square, x plus b by 2 whole square, that is equal to minus c by a. We can write down it as 4 a square 4ac plus b square. And we can write down that, so x plus b by 2a is equal to whole root over minus 4ac plus b square by 4a square. Now give me some space. Draw here, I'm going to give some space. Okay, so what we have got, we have got that, sorry, give me some time. We have got that x plus b by 2a, so we'll get that x is equal to minus b by 2a. Okay, here the plus minus sign, plus minus whole root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, now we have came to the point, that is x is equal to minus b by 2a plus minus, I can get this out of the root, and I get that 1 by 2a whole root of b square minus 4ac. So what we have got, that minus b plus minus whole root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is nothing but our Sridharacharya's formula. You see, this is nothing but Sridharacharya's formula. It is x1 or x2 equal. Here it is clear. So I am giving you some homework. Here is your homework. Try to do this at your home. Write down this. Okay. For today, it is all. Bye. Have a nice day.